Hi everybody, how are you doing? This is sjsrana, Rana reporting for August 5th, 2021, time about 9:30 hours UTC. So what we're looking at is Olympics and lot many other details, and we're also going to look at global weather pattern and how sun is going to fare up, geopolitical ball games, warmongering, and whatnot is going on, as even the cybercrime frauds and imposters, impersonators, and also how the sexual assaults that we working. But first come first, Olympics. Very great news. Japan is maintaining the lead with 33 gold medals, followed by US, Japan, and we also see Australia at fourth position. So let's watch this clip. What an accomplishment by this rower, female single row, 200 meters semifinals, and we see the gold winners and everything is looking so nice here. Also, we see how the gold medal is shared between two contestants, and that's wonderful news. And how the people are sharing based on the strength, the capability. It's like sportsmanship. So let's look at this gold medal being shared by two of the contestants, and what a good sportsmanship scene here. Let's take a look and listen.
Can we have two gold? It's possible. It depends if you decide. If you both decide on.
Okay, what a great news and what a great event, Olympics Tokyo, where the world converges into one unification. And we see China leading the pack with 33 gold medals overall, 73 medals. United States 27 medals with 85 overall medals. Japan 21 and 41 overall. Australia 17 gold medals with 39 overall medals. And now we see India still lagging and it's 66th position. And God knows what's going on, but there are many answers, many questions, people asking India government, basically 1.4 billion population asking India what they're doing, and an India contingent representing India in the Tokyo Olympics. So what exactly is going on with India, why it's not winning? That's the question everybody's asking, and here's some answer. Media started unfurling this question: why India struggles to win Olympic gold? Yes, folks, that's the question in everyone's mind now all over the world, because they find India claiming, and the propaganda machine of India always tell they are the best. Wherever you go, India government tells they are the best. They know everything. They even know things which cannot be seen. That's why they keep playing metaphor games. So this is why the world is asking, okay, are you good at only playing metaphor games, which is befooling everyone, or are you even good at producing anything real, which is a gold? And I've been asking this question right from the beginning. It has been 10 days since Olympics started, 27th of July. I predicted even before, a week before the Olympics started, you can go back and search on my YouTube channel, sjsrana, that India won't be able to perform. It doesn't have the strength, capability and stamina and that goodwill. And what's required to win a gold? The sportsmanship. Metaphor games don't work practically. They're just to befool people. And anybody can play metaphor games if they want to play. I never play, I never like metaphor games, because this is just befooling humanity. Well, India somehow is being unearthed now. Everybody's trying, it's a talk of the town. What 1.4 billion people producing then of India if they are not producing gold at Olympics? That's what everybody's talking. It's the talk of the town. Many are laughing. Perhaps India government has the answer, but they are not willing to answer because they're saying metaphor games. Is it perhaps from India government, the authorities even saying they have gone there to play metaphor games? Somehow nobody's liking the metaphor games in Olympics, Tokyo. God knows, folks. I don't know. You tell me. India has International Yoga Day. India coins Yoga Day, where it's trying to say, okay, we are telling the world how to live the life and how to have strength of the body, physical strength by doing the yoga. And the yoga is seen in Olympics Tokyo. Well, folks, it's a dismal story. It's a catastrophe. You can say a disaster for India. I mean, bronze, anybody can win, even any a small third world, fourth world nation can win a bronze. But India is happy with bronze. And I tell you, with 66th position ranking in Olympics, India is very happy. It says at least we are at 66th position. They never even expected that. They thought they'll be like somewhere in, last bottom row. My prediction was it will be in last bottom row. Although I predicted originally, and I said all the way that it will be like somewhere in 30s, India position is below 30, right from even Olympics Tokyo started. So we are seeing the practicality of it, how good India's sportsmanship is, and what are they actually achieving. So the question again lingers, will they ever produce a gold? Now this is what's going on. They say we love cricket and that's the game we play. We have a lot of games we play, but mostly people play cricket. Well, I mean, this is not the answer. What 1.4 billion population will say they all stick to one game, cricket, and rest other games are useless. Then again, the world is going to laugh from them. This is a laughing matter, because if a nation of 1.4 billion say that we only like to eat tomatoes or potatoes, everybody will laugh. They'll say, okay, it's like a factory produced thing. How it's like a factory produced people. How it's being produced, that's what they're going to say then. If a person clicks to saying, okay, we only like tomatoes, whole nation like only tomatoes, or whole nation like only cricket. Cricket is just a game. There are hundreds of other games you can perform. There's rowing, there's running, there are athletics, there racing, there is climbing, there is hundreds of games are being played at Tokyo. So what 1.4 billion people playing daily? That's what everybody's asking. So these are some of the questions being answered by this post. And another issue with India going on is the rape scandal, the rape saga. Every day a minor girl is raped here and there, day and night. Rapes of minor girls are occurring just like, butterflies being captured by people or birds being captured. It's very, very, very depressive, very, very contagion thing going in India where, this is a pandemic out of pandemic. Recently, this 9-year-old girl who was allegedly raped by a priest and 4 members of priest or, somewhere in Delhi. And she just went to take the water at the water hole, you can say, just like an animal go to a water hole, like a deer going to a water hole, imagine that. And, then you find that crocodiles pouncing on that innocent deer. That's what happened with this girl. So anyways, this is very, very gruesome, shameful event which is occurring in India. People are protesting. Another debate going in India with a high level at the High Court, which is Kerala High Court specifically, is basically they're trying to define what the minor girl rape means. Because minor girl, as I keep mentioning, they are just of the tender age. Girls basically at the age of 16, 15, 14, even 17, they don't really know what's going on. And if some sexual predator, pedophile is trying to entrap, stalk, enslave sexually, then this is something where the courts have to take, the India judiciary have to take the upper stand, that the minor girl is minor. There is no compromise. There is no way you can escape the sexual assault done by any manner. So recently this High Court of Kerala has come up with this statement and trying to see what can be done to save these minor girls. Because you see, even Delhi Chief Minister visited the place. There are political parties visiting the case. They're visiting this minor girl family. And according to the India law of the courts, they cannot name even the deceased victim family or the victim girl. So how can India address this problem of sexual predation of minor girls? Well, then they have to look back at the Constitution and the Article Section 375 of RPC. So Kerala High Court, basically India High Court, it's just like at that level, it's trying to address this issue where it's saying, a penetration in between girls' thighs would amount to a rape as defined in the section. So what they're addressing is like any sort of penetration, any sort of fiddling, fingering, whatever you call it. If a minor girl is involved below 18 years of age, then it amounts to rape. That's the definition and clause. But how practically it's being implemented, that's the question 666 million females of India is asking, and the whole world's female together. Obviously, many of the male members who are not pedophile or sexual predators. So as I keep talking about this, it's very, very absolute that you have to be out of these these ball games of sexual predation or even the sexual art of sexual desire, so that you come out of this thing and talk upfront for the benefit of humanity. And so this basic question the High Court is pondering of India now, and I think even Supreme Court should pay heed to this debate, because this is a national debate. What basically constitutes a rape for a man or girl who doesn't have any knowledge? So this is rightly being dealt by Kerala Court, High Court, saying it will take any assault, any penile penetration into vagina, which, into this female's private part, whether it's mouth, whether it's anywhere else, this cannot be accepted. And even touching of male private parts to man or girl's body, private parts or body, thighs, legs, whatever, mouth, face, is all considered as a rape under IPC 375. And this is rightly being dealt, and I think more serious laws are required here, and the Supreme Court of India must take heed to this, and I think put as a verdict, as exemplary punishment to those people who claim, oh no, they are just trying to entertain themselves with minor girls. They're trying to enslave and trap them and try to teach them sex. You know, there was a recent case where a government teacher was found sexually assaulting minor girl, and it was saying, no, I was just asking the simple questions to minor girls, and upon which metaphor games, I think he said he was right to do sexual assault. Even a bus conductor recently was held who was asking minor girls traveling on the bus, school bus, that what do they know about sex. Can you imagine what these guys, these India people, pedophiles, sexual predators are asking minor girls? What do they know about sex? What is a minor girl of 13 years age supposed to reply to this bus conductor who is authorized to run a bus, school bus? So these sorts of questions come to minor girls. Apart from groping, this is quite common. We have in the last yesterday content you have already seen how simple boys, males grope females, basically misdirecting her, first asking her to stop. She was riding her scooty. That man asked her to stop to find the direction. He was lost. He said to her, that girl, imagine what that girl thinks. Okay, fine, he's lost. He needs to know direction. Then upon asking a direction from that girl, sort of metaphor games these guys play. That's what these people are good at, playing metaphor games, sexual predators, pedophiles. And then upon girl's reply and request and stop, the metaphor game says, oh no, if the girl stops, then you can grope her and sexually assault her. That's what these people play a game and tell to the mindset of others. This is how they're corrupting, they're polluting mindsets of people by playing metaphor games. Then that man groped her openly, publicly. Then that girl took her to the task. She said, what do you mean by this? That's where we see the revolution. But most of the minor girls, 80%, 90%, fear the pedophile because they may kill her, murder her, or they may attack the family. That's what goes on. Look at this case over here. A husband is basically asking the husband's cousin, to rape his wife and then filming her. So he is going to film the wife getting raped by this cousin, 21 years old female, and India female is being raped by the cousin. The husband is filming this act so that not only he can threaten her and her family, also he's going to upload this to the website where they pay big money. So either way, he's going to earn money from cousin, from otherwise, and then he's going to make her enslaved for the whole life. This is how most of the marriages from sexual predators of India take place. They first entice a girl, entrap a girl, stalk a girl. Then they try to make a film of her with her private moments. And then once the film is made, they will directly start blackmailing the female. And that female eventually marries the rapist. So many of the marriages are taking place to the rapist. And even the courts like this marriages. But recently, Supreme Court of India has intervened and categorically yesterday, I have quoted this, said that there is no compromise and court will not accept, India courts, any compromise between a rapist and the accuser. There are only two paths: either the person get convicted and he serves the sentence, or he's not convicted, then even then they part off, because the accuser has accused the person of rape. It's a heinous crime, horrendous crime. The gravity of the crime itself speaks. Quickly moving on to the other topic, frauds, how things are going on. I recently yesterday discussed in length the cybercrime of India. Reports it's having 62% increment YOY growth of cybercrime in India. India may not have 12.5% GDP as the pundits claim, befool the people, the world, but they do have 62% YOY growth of cybercrime, frauding, imposters, impersonators. So that's growing in India, leaps and bounds. So what we see here is a case again, an Indian national has been pleading guilty to the conspiracy of committing a fraud totaling to about 600,000 US dollar by accepting illegally obtained wire transfers, a US attorney said. So this Indian national have been pleading guilty to the US court. So they know they have committed a crime. So what's the crime actually? Let's go deeper into it. This crime is all about impersonating, again using phone calls, fake phone calls to befool people and to extort money from them. How they do it is to trick and befool people of something, and then they basically take money from them. So it's India-based call centers utilize automated robocalls to victims with the intent of defrauding US residents, particularly the elders. After establishing contact with the victims through these automated calls, you can say phone spoofing technology, other members of the conspiracy would coerce or trick the victims to sending large sums of cash through physical shipments or wire transfer to other members of the conspiracy, including this person named here, the Cairn and the Samsi. The Department of Justice said, DOJ. So DOJ is coming heavy on these people now because it's finding that India fraudsters, scammers, impersonators, imposters are easily scamming people. Just the phone call. All it takes an India scammer or imposter makes a phone call. And the other person is tricked and befooled so easily by a phone call. What an idiots. How come they believe these imposters over a phone? Why they don't ask a physical appearance or face-to-face talk? I don't know what's going on with people's mindset, whether they are due to pandemic, COVID-19, facing these, health mental crisis, or they are lost in bewilderness. I mean, how could you trust a phone call? Period. You can never trust a phone call. And India, especially when India accent calling, people are already afraid by India people because many of the imposters are from India. You look at the case history for last decade for US and Canada, CRA, IRS scams, you will always find India winning the Olympics of CRA scams and IRS scams. They're always winning this Olympic. So what's going on? The deceit and deception. Folks, I want to bring back the attention that when a person starts lying, the deceit and deception world, underworld opens. I keep repeating this, and this is the what you call practicality of it. Every 8 out of 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars attacking humanity. For attacking humanity, these Indian imposters, impersonator can do anything, can tell any amount of lie, can make any sort of drama in front of their house, other neighborhood house, or they can go to any other house and make a drama there. These imposters are best of best. India imposters are best of best, I tell you. These people can befool anyone. That's why you find so many international frauds committed by India imposters. And this is something which world has to address collectively. And now since UNSC presidency has been headed by India leadership, we hope to see some change, some announcement by the India leadership. Perhaps they will include gang rape as a terrorism activity, because India nation is known for gang rapes of minor girl. It's quite infamously popular or famous. That's the concern of moral ethnicity or ethical, or you can call the humanity, ethical humanity. See, if people don't understand spirituality, I can understand. Many of the humanity or the human beings don't understand spirituality because they have not experienced it. But I do understand everyone living on this planet Earth can understand moral or the ethic humanity. So the ethic humanity, the ethic value is the prime reason why humanity is known as humanity. Otherwise, it's like animals. There is no law, it's a jungle law. But even in animals, you don't find those things which people do. When have you last seen animals performing gay act? Let me ask that. LGBT community may be enjoying the freedom by the constitution and liberty. Well, that's a debatable topic. I don't want to delve into it because personally, if you ask me, I don't endorse this phenomena of gay or LGBT. Reason being because I don't find it in nature, and the holy scriptures or the sacred scriptures don't ever direct a human being to go for this system. However, because of civil liberties, everybody's free to choose the way they want to live. So that's why I don't debate on this topic. But personally, if you ask me my personal opinion, no. I will always say no to this gay system going on or to this LGBT community. No, try to prevent yourself from this sin. It's a sin. I don't call it's a punishment because many of the courts view it as open liberty. So folks, this fraud system stems out of this ethnic human values gone to zero. So whenever you find group of people, nation, or continent or the world, if it's leading towards deceit, deception, and telling lies, becoming pathological liars, then we'll have attacks of pathogens. So COVID-19 is having mutations. Delta mutation from India is quite popular in the world now. B.1.617.2 Delta variant of India virus, COVID-19. Because why this stemming out of pathological liars. The more pathological liars exist anywhere, the more pathogens will come out. Look at this nation of Indonesia, of Asia. Almost 100,000 fatalities reported. They're overwhelmed because their population is not much. You look at Indonesia, it's not having big population, not more than perhaps 200 million. Maybe I'm on a high water market, maybe just like 120 or 30 million population of Indonesia. But if it's having 100,000 fatalities of COVID-19 due to Delta variant spanning across the globe, then it's something the pathogens are taking active part. They find some pathological liars who are spreading these mutations or sexual predators daily with zero social distancing, multiple females involved or males involved, God knows. But the sexual predators population are producing these pathogens. That's my firm belief. That's what I believe. These pathogens are coming from pathological liars and the predators, pedophiles. That's how the pathogens are spreading across the world. I don't think the world needs another vaccination. I think the world needs to address how to address these pathogens from pedophiles, predators, and pathological liars. That's the vaccination world needs first. So, folks, this is a very grim scenario. Just take a listen.
To control the number of cases.
Only essential workers are allowed into the capital. With little traffic and few customers, food sellers and street hawkers struggle to get by. Some wonder who they're cooking for. Anne Barker, ABC News.
India, for August 5th, 2021, reported almost about 43,000 new cases, and a lot of fatalities, over 500 fatalities for August 5th. So it's reminding India that they are not out of third wave. And as I predicted 3 months ago, that India third wave will start in August 2021. I predicted way before the COVID-19 started in July 2019, that by 2020, May 2020, WW3 hashtag. So I predicted it'll be like a World War III situation. I predicted this in June 2019. You can Google search by hashtag MAY 2020 WW3. And under that article, you will understand what I've tried to predict a year before. So folks, this is something which is quite grim, and India has reported an average of 30,000 to 40,000 new coronavirus cases every day since July, and the federal government has warned that although cases have dipped from a high of 400,000 daily at peak to of deadly second wave, it has come down to 40,000 now. But still, India is starting to peak up again, and I think third wave is ongoing in India, and they need to take care. Okay, quickly moving on to this global climate crisis. I keep warning, global climate crisis is real, it's gonna come. Also, these are my videos uploaded to YouTube channel sjsrana, sjsrana. And I don't ask you ever to subscribe or like, I don't care. Because these are social causes, social evils I talk, or the predictions I give. I don't care whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. What I'm telling here, it's gonna happen. So folks, it's up to you what you do with it. My part is to speak and to tell the truth and to highlight what's going on, what's the problem with the earth. You may keep fighting these pathogens, but I tell you, if you fight the pathological liars or the pedophiles, predators population, I think you don't need even a single shot of vaccination. I give you my word, you don't need a single shot of vaccination, I tell you. And to prove that, I'm going to prove through my life. Okay, folks, this is some statement I'm giving you online. To prove this, that you don't need to worry about pathogens if you don't become a pedophile, predator, or pathological liar, then you don't need any single dose of vaccination. That I'm going to prove to you. So I'm going to later on reveal, let this thing keep on rolling, because if I tell you now, and then many people or the crooked people or the crony cartels will be after me, because I'm going to reveal later. So folks, my statement is clear, just try to live your life ethical human being if you don't know the spiritual human being part. And in that you may find a lot of obstacles, lot of things which are going to come upon you. Well, that's how it comes. It takes nothing to join the crowd, it takes everything to stand alone. And I keep repeating this fact that I reside here, even though when I'm speaking now, I'm speaking from this 4093 house number, phase 3B2, Sasnagar, Mohali, India. I'm speaking from this house, but you will see always they're locked. There's no movement across my house because I don't interact with people around here in India. I tell you, doing all this philanthropy work, all those works I've been doing for the past 10 years, I have received zero support from anyone, financially, morally, emotionally, or physically, to doing my job or doing something. All contents I'm producing is on my own, single-handedly. I get no support from anyone, I tell you folks. Okay, if somebody's telling you, they're befooling you, they're imposters. Nobody helps me in my contents, in my philanthropy work, in my human rights activity, or this social cause activity. I'm all on my own for last 10 years. And this is the reality I'm going to tell you, how to fight the pathogens. There's art of fighting these pathogens. And I tell you how to do that. But this is something I want to tell you, that all this work I do it for humanity, for the ethnic or you call the ethical humanity, spiritual humanity. So they come up to the higher consciousness and try to start serving each other. Jesus Christ, you look at Jesus Christ, his life was not more than 50 years. He just barely lived the life, but the life was taken from him. He wanted to sacrifice his life because of others. He never joined the crowd. We have this greatest example. I am not quoting any religious or sexual belief on anyone, but I'm just trying to say what has been done. Look at the life of Jesus Christ. He gave life for others. It's a simple life of being an ethical human being. And look at his small entire lifespan of just merely 35 years, merely reaching 35 years. But look at the followers. Look at the people who now basically want to give life for him because they are inspired, they're motivated, they know the ethical living life way. So Jesus Christ was doing that. That's how other saints did it. You look at Sri Krishna, you look at Sri Rama, you look at Moses, you look at the life of Prophet Muhammad. These sages came for this reason. You look at life of Guru Nanak, or you look at the 10th master Guru Gobind Singh, you look at anybody, you look at the life of Buddha. So I don't want to tell you live the spiritual life, but I want to tell you live the ethical life, and you are better off. And you stay away from the imposters, stay away from those people who are deceitful, who are pathological liars, because of these pathological liars attacking humanity, the world is now facing pathogens, and they're taking shots after shots after shots. So folks, look at this. I mean, I'm going through my life, the ordeal, but I don't want to brag about anything or, keep saying, but I'm just trying to give you a practical way of living. Those people who flounder upon humanity, ethical living of human being, these people are blot on humanity. These people are only born to basically attack humanity. So that's why I keep repeating, 8 out of every 10 India population is downright corrupt, mostly morally, ethically bankrupt, pathological liars attacking humanity. And everybody will be saying now, they're already joining, they're already realizing, because of these pathogens attacking humanity, they don't have any clue what's going on. Everybody's suffering. We have seen generations suffering, the elder generation, the middle generation, and now third wave, which is going to come on India, may attack the lowest generation. And whatnot we are seeing with the humanity, it's also being reflected by Mother Nature. Look at how Mother Nature is boiling. All across the globe, you look at California fires, you look at fires in Athens, Greece, you look at fire in, Russia, part of Siberia. You look at the fires there. The mother nature is boiling. You look at the volcano of Iceland. Who would have thought that Iceland would turn to something like this? Spewing out ashes, spewing out hot lava while the ice is side by side. So, folks, look at the climate change, look at the humanity, look at the ethical human being. We got to look at that part first. And I keep repeating, you may have chess games, you may have your mind games, playing whatnot games, but your games, mind games, are good enough as long as you are following the path of truth, trying to alert humanity, trying to do benefit for everyone else, not just live a meaningless life, being eccentric, being too clumsy, too stubborn, too arrogant. You must understand that arrogance takes you to nowhere. The only part the humanity will prosper is if they try to help each other and they try to alert everyone else. Just like look at the animal kingdom. I've seen around my house, I've looked about thousands of videos of the nature where, small birds, animals help each other. Look at this time of fire. I tell you, you may need prevention or, preventive measures for these fires, but I tell you, wildlife don't need it. Look at those animals. They know it beforehand, what's coming. Whether it's hurricane, whether it's fire, whether it's quake, whether it's tsunami, they know it and they are well prepared. I tell you one thing, it's laughable. Human beings or humanity is the only species on planet Earth which pay rent to live on Earth. Isn't it laughing? Worth laughing? Yes, human species are the only species on entire planet Earth that pay rent to live on Earth. So folks, this is something which is going on. It's a bizarre scenario. Obviously, you see all around, there are fires, there are earthquakes, there are, lavas, volcanoes, and water-related disasters. I've been predicting Earth will see massive water-related disasters. We got to be prepared, and humanity has to improve upon greenery, the green planet, the blue planet, and this is the only blue planet you can see in hundreds and hundreds of light years. You may find something, but there is no evidence and proof. Nobody has contacted them. They're around the corner, but nobody has contacted them. They may be laughing on planet Earth that it was a blue planet we could see, but now it's turned orange or it's turned reddish. Now what's going on? So looking at all these wildfires and the global heating because of the climate crisis catastrophe, perhaps we may have an alien visitor. So I don't know. I'm not going to reveal it. I may know it, I may not know it. I will not reveal it. I will not divulge it. So folks, I keep looking at sun because sun is our source of energy. Not only energy, it's source of the entire gravitational gameplay. What sun does, you have no clue yet. So sun is able to do lot many things and we have not be able to harness sun. So anyways, folks, quickly jumping on what's going on at the military level. India has deployed a warship on Navy. Navy is prospering. China, Mr. President Xi has been asking the Cuba's president and leadership that US must pay attention to Cuba and let not crisis develop. Also, this India is deploying Indian Navy ships to underscore the operation of China mainland. And I tell you, China is developing way fast, and China needs to come up with a rescue plan on Navy because China and Russia needs to strengthen their Navy. Because if you ask me, I see future remote vision, remote viewing. I'll tell you the Navy fight, the Navy war games are going to be eternal. They are going to be the first and the primus attack. Obviously, the air supremacy is too much required, but with the given of advent of missiles, air supremacy can be challenged. But the naval supremacy, war on waters, or you call wars, water wars, is the real wars, folks. So China, Russia must pay attention. I keep repeating because, see, one reason I don't find why the whole world is aligning against China. That's why I keep repeating, folks. I really feel for China because China is not a terrorist nation. It's not a human trafficking empire nation. It's not dealing with drugs. China is not doing anything such big illegal activity, which many other nations are. But still China is being blamed by the NATO alliance. What a fool of them. Why they are doing this warmongering against China? I mean, I understand they had Cold War with Russia. I mean, that's a bigger ball game. I don't want to delve with NATO versus Russia. There are many reasons why NATO and Russia have a Cold War era. But I don't understand why these warmongers are after China. China has never attacked any nation as such. China has never been into terrorism. Zero terrorism from China. China has never done anything on human trafficking. It's not supplying girls or females to world. You tell me, it's not into this narcotics or drug trafficking. So why warmongering against China? I mean, that's going to shake the world. I tell you, be prepared for it. I don't know. That's why I look at the unbiased vision of the world. But just ridiculing China for no reason or attacking China, trying to always circulate China is height of it. Be prepared, folks. I tell you, the world is going to tremble because China is quickly preparing its nuclear arsenal. It's got 600 nuclear warheads. Near the Mongolia, they're preparing a base, and I would inspire China to prepare more bases. Just like Russia has almost 7,500 to 8,000 warheads, nuclear warheads. I think China should quickly jump up its arsenal to at least half of the US. That's what the answer is for China. Otherwise, these warmongers will eat China alive. I don't know why they're warmongering on China.